Well, here's a little secret for that. If a Yuzu does, if Yuzu does all 3 of her slashes, and if she does all 3 of her slashes, and you block every single one of them, she has negative for a bit, and that is a good time to punish if you're in a position to do that. That is the position to do that.
And now we've got a
Mitsuru, Waldstein, and Carmine Hakumen.
just Klay versus Jojo. So,
Shadow World.
oh no. Well, yeah, it's been a hot minute. And we'll see if Shadow World is still able to do the things that it tends to do for a Jojo here. If you enjoy, nah, we will wait on that. Yikes.
So yeah, Joey, interesting thing in the corner, using the EX counter to get out, and then the EX slashes just to get the damage on both of them.
Not a true combo. Blocks the instant overhead setup. That was nasty. But doesn't block the jump in.
And that's gonna be a dead hawk. No, it's not.
It's not. Oh no, just Klay already ready for the.
If you saw the camera as soon as that Hakumen died, Jojo looks to Klay and is like, God, you saw it.
Yeah, just Klay. A little bit slower than some of the other tops here on truly figuring out how one wants to play certain scenarios out. But when he does, he really figures it out. 1-0, just Klay's favor. So, I think Jojo needs to switch to Yukiko for this matchup. I think the
full Shadow World needs to come in.
Yes, I think he needs to put a little bit more persona within his sphere of power. But early burst on Jojo's part. Those early bursts are really hard. Your assist meter as a whole is put on a bit of a cooldown period after you do something like that, and it takes a while to come back up. So an early burst like that means that something like that is more possible. You just put it into the anime corner, into the blender, and just eaten alive, pureed. DPs. Oh,
I'm not sure if he knew that was gonna be one, but he blocked that burst.
Yep, and a good burst punch on him anyway. And Jojo's starting to inch his way forward back into this matchup, back into this round.
The grab into EX, into aerials, and we got blood on the ground again.
We got Waldstein trying to bully his way in, and is able to. Doesn't get the quarter for it, but just getting a little bit more damage on this Carmine before the Mitsuru has to come back out is probably not all that Klay would want.
And that is not dead yet.
Trying to heal off of after the assist Mitsuru.
Ooh, whoa.
Got caught in 2-0 in just Klay's favor. So,
gotta watch your ankles.
Definitely. In past weeks, this matchup's been a little bit closer than it is at current. Just Klay clearly has been back in the lab. He's come up with more stuff, and he's probably thought about his matches a little bit more to see what can he do to win more, or what can he do to not lose versus certain people. What do you think Jojo could do to turn this back into his favor?
Well, honestly, that's the first time I see him DP in neutral in this. That's one thing.
Whoa, these setups are crazy. Joey! Okay. And, you know, an early lead is definitely one way to get back into the set. You know, not being able to play Mitsuru for a bit definitely hurts Just Clay's team, even though his Waldstein is no slouch at all, right?
But he doesn't have like as much with it, definitely.
Yeah,
he has the bread and butter Waldstein Unga Bunga stuff, but that's really it.
He's still got normal grappler things. He's one of the better grapplers that I've seen in my own eyes, but he doesn't have the grind, you know? He doesn't have those crazy ways to just make someone fear for their life like he does whenever Mitsuru is on point. And you know, it's going to be hard to have Mitsuru on point when she's just dead. But the Waldstein comes in, and anybody who remembers the first week of Just Klay being here knows that his level 4 resonance Waldstein is no slouch. And not getting the kill there on Jojo's part might cost him more than anyone could bargain for.
Yep, that's gonna be a lot of damage. Yeah, Hakumen's in the red, but Hakumen does have 3 bars.
Double duff. He'll be able to. He gets the kill. He doesn't get that. Oh no, the astral grab. Now he gets almost punished for everything there, and he gets punished for everything there anyway. Jojo showing signs of life here in game 3. Yeah, you're right. I think a bit of that was just Jojo taking a few more risks. Taking a few more DPs that just seem like they could work.
Yeah, like the thing about Jojo is like every other week he'd always just like has a little bit of randomness to it. It's like, yeah, I could do this, what someone smart would do, or I could do any of the other 3 things. Like DPing a neutral. Okay, that was actually a good thing to do. But still.
And Carmine's DP is really good. And while other characters might struggle to get out of that instant overhead setup on Just Clay's team, Carmine not so much. His DP is pretty big.
Big, it lasts a bit, and it's just...
Tries to frame trap him with the overhead sweep special, but catches the Mitsuru coming out. Oh, catches the Carmine. First, no punish ready.
Oh, but that's a blender. Is he gonna get enough? Yeah, he just got the tag. But now this Hakumen's gonna be blended.
Oh, the Mitsuru.
Yeah, the assist procced it, not the Mitsuru.
And Just Klay with the awareness in mind to just keep in the air as opposed to going back, because if he'd gone back to the ground, he probably would have still gotten hit by it. Oh no! The Shadow World. The scoop whiffs because he's still in block zone. DP.
No astrals.
What is happening? Just Klay. You know, a little bit more Unga Bunga than possibly needed. Oh no! While he was a bit advantageous from that, he Just Klay just calling out further aggression on Jojo, and now it's looking a lot in Just Clay's favor. But while we've seen this week after week, right? While Just Klay could just sit back, he'll probably try to fight his way in, and that could be the opening that the second the DP.
Oh. With the super, go for the DP.
3-1, Just Clay's favor, but
that was so close.
Yeah, definitely Jojo showing a lot more signs of life throughout those last 2 games. And honestly, you know, just a little bit more damage tacked on to the Waldstein earlier on, maybe that could have gone in his favor. But Just Klay is really, really good. And him adapting to how his opponent will want to play further on in a set is not something to be slept on.